Now at noon, frustration for drivers in Oregon City. Somebody is putting nails in the middle of the road.
Real angry about people putting stuff like that in the road.
The new effort to find out who's responsible. Plus,
we need border security. That's what we're going to be talking about, border security. If we don't have border security, we'll shut down the government.
Well, that talk with Democratic leaders didn't last long. We'll show you the president's confrontational meeting that played out in front of reporters. And an early Christmas for some Walmart customers. A Secret Santa makes an incredible donation. How one woman is using that random act of kindness as inspiration to help others.
This is KGW News at noon.
We start at noon now with an arrest in a deadly shooting in Clark County. The sheriff's office says a 17-year-old is now in custody. The shooting happened yesterday afternoon at a Hazeldale strip mall parking lot. An 18-year-old died. Deputies say the teen they arrested was the getaway driver. He is now charged as an accomplice to murder. The shooter is still out there. Investigators believe everyone knew each other and say it may have been a drug deal gone bad. Well, today marks 6 years since the deadly shooting at the Clackamas Town Center, and that's why gun safety advocates are calling for support for a bill in the Oregon legislature. It would require gun owners to lock up their guns. The gunman in the Clackamas Town Center shooting stole an unlocked gun from a friend's house. Today at a news conference, we heard from Paul Kemp. His brother-in-law, Paul Forsyth, is one of 2 people who died in the shooting.
I am a gun owner and have been for most of my life. Responsible gun owners always safely secure their weapons when not being carried or used. It is time that all gun owners do that. There have to be consequences for those reckless and careless gun owners who don't secure their firearms when it leads to injury and death of others.
The proposed bill is named after Forsyth and the other victim, Cindy Ewell. The group is hoping it'll pass in the 2019 session.
I say, well, excuse me, what the hell are you doing? Are you crazy?
That is a strong reaction to whoever's throwing nails in the road in Oregon City. The police department is now offering a $1,000 reward in the case. KGW's Tim Gordon is live at the police department. And Tim, this is not the first time at all this has happened.
That's right, Ashley. It's happened several times since last January. And I can tell you, people have had enough of the flat tires and frustrations caused by these. Traffic is flowing smoothly now around Lynn Avenue and 5th Street. This is one of the spots where drivers experience nails in the roadway and the flats that can come with them. Charlie lives along here and heard about it on the news.
Real angry about people putting stuff like that in the road. Yeah. Save it and build a house with it or something. Don't throw it out in the road, my God.
We didn't find any nails here. They must have all been swept up. We checked other spots police say were hit. At 13th and Washington, we found a few. Galvanized roofing nails, to be exact. You've got to wonder, what's the point?
Maybe seeking attention or bored or just nothing going on. I'm assuming that's what it'd be.
This guy may be onto something, and he's glad we stopped by. This is the nail that was very close to the tire of your vehicle. A few leftovers, but all it takes is one to mess up somebody's day.
It is pretty out of the ordinary and a little bit rude, too, just to kind of think that such a safe neighborhood like Oregon City would be doing that kind of stuff.
Oregon City police say whoever's doing this is targeting morning commuters between 5:30 and 7 a.m. Just the latest round of trouble they're trying to stop. And if you know who's responsible, can help police catch and prosecute them, call the Oregon City Police tip line. We've got that number at kgw.com. And remember, there's that $1,000 reward just for doing the right thing. Ashley, back to you.
Yeah, I hope they catch him, Tim. Thank you. It is 12:02 now. President Trump threatened a government shutdown during a televised meeting with Democratic leaders that got very heated. It happened just a few hours ago while reporters were in the Oval Office. The president demanded funding from Congress for a border wall, or he said he would shut down the government on December 21st. That is the deadline to reach a deal.
You keep talking about it. The last time, Chuck, you shut it down.
No.
And then you opened it up very quickly. And
20 times.
I don't want to do what you did.
20 times you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wool. None of us have said.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that on my...
You've said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And
We
I am
disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you what,
disagree.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut it down for border
But we
security.
believe you shouldn't shut it down.
Wow, that got pretty tense, huh? The president then met behind closed doors with Senator Chuck Schumer and Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi. Well, Pelosi says things just spiraled from there. Their meeting only lasted 30 minutes. Okay, it is 12:03 now. We want to get a check on the weather. Chris McGinnis has got Doppler fired up, and Chris, it looks like the rain is here.
That was more entertaining. Let's just watch that a little longer.
I want to watch that all day.
All right, let's go ahead and check out radar right now. Yes, the rain is certainly coming back. This is over the last 6 hours. We had a little touch of rain this morning, but the lion's share of it is coming in this afternoon. We'll take you to the live scan right now. We'll go to Clatsop County here. Astoria's getting wet. Seaside's getting wet. Some of that working its way down to Tillamook County. And look at this live picture right now from the Astoria column. Well, can we take that back real quick? The wind has really been whipping up there above Astoria, and it's also whipping along the Central Oregon coast in Newport, where the sustained winds have been out of the south at about 30 with higher gusts. Look at the seagulls having a tough time flying in a straight line there. It's 50 with the rain in Newport, and that rain is tracking eastward. It's not into the metro area just yet, but it will be here by 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, just in time for the drive home from work and school. Live look again from our Wells Fargo sky camera. We're 50 at the airport. South winds at 16, but we've seen some higher gusts. You can see some of the flags in downtown just snapping in that south breeze this morning, and now as we head into the afternoon, the wind will pick up a little bit. The rain is certainly going to pick up. And Ashley, I'll let you know what this means also for some Cascade snows coming up with a full forecast in just a few minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people watching for that, Chris. Thank you. Well, just in, a snowboarder in southern Oregon, missing since Sunday, has been found alive. This is 27-year-old Eli Kepsel. He went snowboarding at Mount Ashland on Sunday and then didn't show up to work Monday. He was out on the mountain by himself. About an hour ago, the Jackson County Sheriff's Office says a search team found Eli alive. He was talking with rescuers, and he is now heading to the hospital to get treatment for hypothermia. Well, a trip to cut down a Christmas tree ended with a family stuck in the wilderness. This happened south of Bend near East Lake. The Deschutes County Sheriff's Office says the family took their pickup down a Forest Service road to try and find a tree, but then they ended up getting stuck in the snow. They had to call 911 for help. The Sheriff's Office used an ATV, this one here, to reach them. It took about 4 hours until they were finally rescued. Everybody is okay, but this is just a good reminder to be prepared if you do drive in the backcountry during this time of year. Oregon Fish and Wildlife officials are trying to find a cougar that was spotted near the Athletic Club of Bend. The first sighting happened this weekend near one of the basketball gyms. Then yesterday, a security guard found a dead deer carcass that had been picked clean.
We're less worried about it in the daytime, more so the night is what we're concerned about. And then we just wanted everybody in the community to know as well. I mean, our members are one thing, but we want everybody to be safe.
ODFW says this is the only report of a cougar in the area. Well, more trouble for a former standout football player for the Oregon Ducks. Police arrested Colt Lyerla again. This is his latest mugshot. According to court documents, Lyerla was caught stealing from a Target store in Washington County. When sheriff's deputies arrested him, they say they found heroin hidden in his sock. Lyerla has been arrested multiple times in the last few years. It is 12:07 now. There's relief for a Portland family. Some stolen family heirlooms have been found and returned to them. The family reached out to us with this update after we shared their story. So the woman who made these stained glass panels was named Beth Parker. She died a couple months ago and had been an artist her entire life. Somebody broke into her garage in North Portland recently and took a bunch of her pieces. Well, it turns out a woman bought those items from a homeless man for $60. She then saw the story on TV and called Portland police to get the items back to Beth's family. They say the only thing still missing is this glass tile chess set. I hope they find that too. Check your freezers. There is a major recall from Jimmy Dean. The company is recalling 29,000 pounds of frozen pork and poultry sausage. Some customers reported finding pieces of metal in the meat. The products were packaged and produced on August 4th of this year. Either throw them away or bring them back to the store you bought them. Michelle Obama's new book is a bestseller, and now she is planning a trip to Portland to promote it. Coming up, when you can get tickets for her book tour at Moda Center. And it's a very simple action that means so much. Meet the retiree making a big difference at a NICU in Utah. Plus, a Secret Santa brings Christmas early, how one woman is using this act of kindness to pay it forward.